G'day guys, my name's Brendan Morello. I'm from G4 Guitar Schools and the G4 Guitar Network. And today we're going to have a look at chords. Now this is really for beginners who are just starting to learn how to play the guitar. Now chords are when you strike 3 or more strings at once. So we're going to have a look at chords using the first 3 strings here. So you've got your E, your B and your G. So we're going to strum, if you just strum those 3, that's it, lightly strum those 3 strings. So that in fact is a chord. What we're doing right now is we're playing a chord. So now what we do to get ready to play chords here, we're going to put our thumb behind the back of the neck. So let's put our thumb behind the back of the neck there. So just in the middle back there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to curl our finger. We're going to place our first finger on the first string, first fret. So here, these are called the frets here. So we're going to put our first finger just behind the first fret. Okay? Now, we want to get right up on our fingertips. So see here how there's quite a big gap between my hand and the guitar neck. So my hand's not like this, where but actually I'm pushing my hand out. So I'm right up on my fingertip there. So you want to get right up on the fingertips. You'll see how there's the lines here, the lines right up on top of my fingertip there. And then you want to push down from behind as well. So I've got my thumb behind, I'm pushing down. Let's just check. And then what we're going to do, the first string. So you want to get that first string. I'm just plucking the first string, and see how that's sounding very clean. You don't want to be on top. See, when I'm on top of the frets, a hollow sound, and if I'm not pushing down hard enough, it's making a kind of buzzing noise. It's not quite right, but when we push down, we've got that first note sounding nice and clean. Now when we've got that happening, we strum the first 3 strings. There we go. So nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this one's called G7, baby G7. Okay. So let's take away our first finger. Rest our hand for a sec. This chord is called G7. So let's try it again. First step is thumb behind the back of the neck there. So you want to put your thumb in the middle back of the neck. Curl your fingers around, get your first finger just behind the fret there. Right up on your fingertip. Check the first string, yep, sounding good. Then strum the 3 strings. That one is called, what's it called? G7, alright. So let's take away, have a rest for a second. Now, we're going to have a look at the second chord. This is called the G chord. Again, a baby version of the G chord. We're going to take our third finger now, so put our thumb behind the back of the neck again. So keep your thumb right in the middle back. And then our third finger, so which is our ring finger. And we're going to place it, so we've got fret 1, 2, 3. So whenever we're in first position at the moment, so this means that we use our third finger for the 3rd fret. Okay, so when we're using the first fret, we use our first finger, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, 3rd fret, 3rd finger. This is all in the first position. Now, what we'll do is we'll put our 3rd finger down just behind the fret there again. So see how it's just behind the fret? Not on top, just behind. And we're going to play those 3 strings again. Now, just check that we've got pressure there. So you don't want that sort of sound here, but we want to push down from behind as well. And that's called the G chord. So take your hand away again. This chord is called the G chord. So let's try it again. Thumb behind the back, get your thumb in the middle. 3rd finger just behind the fret there, not up here, but you want to have it right down next to it. And then push down, and then like that. Okay, so we've got the G chord. So if we look at the two chords so far, you've got your G7, and then let's see if we can play 4 of each. So G7, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right. So now just practice that for a little while. So practice your G7, thumb behind the back, right up on your fingertips, pushing your hand out. G7 and then to G. So try and keep your thumb in the back there and in the one position, and you can move between them. You actually just practice moving from G7 to G without playing the chords once you've got them happening. This will help with the change and also stretching your finger out. And don't worry at first if you can't get your fingers right up close to the frets while you're doing this. You know, it will take a little bit of time, but you will get there. Learning chords is all about repetition. Okay, and the next chord we're going to have a look at is the C chord. Now this is a bit trickier because what we've got to do is place our first finger on the second string. So do you remember what the second string is called? Yep, the B string. We're going to put this B string first fret. So first finger on the B string, first fret. So just behind with the thumb behind the back there, pushing right up, because what we've got to do is we've actually got to get our finger so we're not touching the first fret. Our first finger's actually got to be right up, because otherwise it's going to touch the first string. So I'm plucking the third string. So see how the first string's sounding hollow? Because what's happening is my first finger is touching the first string, when what it's got to be doing is be right up. You've got to get right up on your fingertips. So right up, see the line there, right up on your fingertips, and push your hand out. Push your hand out with your... So when you play the 3 strings, you actually don't get any buzzing, every note sounding clean. So this is called C, little c. So take away your hand again, your left hand. Have a rest for a minute. Let's try it again. So first finger, second string, first fret, right up on your fingertips. You see there, right up, pushing up with my thumb, and then again playing those 3 strings. Good. Take it away. Try it again. Keep doing it until you get it right. Pushing right up. Don't worry, it takes time. This is not an easy chord. Take away your left hand. Push up again. Good, good. So there are your 3 chords, starting chords for the introduction. We've also got the D7 now, which we'll get to in a minute. So when you practice your chords, you want to strum. Let's do 4 C's. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then change to the G7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the G. 2, 3, 4, and then back to the G7. 2, 3, 4. So C for 4, 3, 4, and then G7, and then for 4, and then to G for 4. But what you want to do is, let's slow it right down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you want to be able to change between them without having a gap. 3, 4, and then to the G. Alright. So I hope that helps. Now with chords, so the main thing is thumb behind the back of the neck. So you want to get your thumb right in the middle back there and push right up, because you want to get, the next thing is you want to get right up on your fingertips and close to the frets. So not on top, but just close to the frets. Not up here, not on, but just there, just behind. And then you want to, whenever you play on the first fret, use your first finger, second fret, second finger, and then third finger, third fret. Now, I hope that helps, and I'll see you guys soon. Any more questions, please email me at morelloguitarschool@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.